How just happy are you with just the victory and to put yourself in a position where you can miss them?
Yeah, now we get a chance to respond going the other way, and it's been a challenge for both teams. So, I think that they had a good start tonight. It was tough to give up the first goal, but very pleased with the way that we were able to stay with it. And obviously, when your goalie plays like that, you give yourselves a chance.
The job that Devin did tonight, and then the day that he had.
Yeah, it's pretty good day, I guess. As far as good days go, that would be up there. But our whole group is happy for him, and again, I said this morning. Whenever there's a individual accomplishment or individual recognition, says an awful lot about the rest of the group, and so that's we're pleased for him. But more importantly, the way that he bounced back, I think that's we talked about that yesterday, just how important this experience is for it, and for him, and he's really eager for this game. That was what impressed me. Is obviously it was a tough one in the last game, but he was excited to get back in the net, and you could just tell that he was going to be ready to go.
What made you switch Zucker and Nito on that one?
Just one of those things.
It worked.
Yeah, well, that line was very good. I mean, that's a line that's had success for us in the past, and so made the switch, and obviously those guys were very effective tonight.
You had 10 minutes with no shots, and they were doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But other than Dubnyk, it still looked different than the last game?
Yeah, totally different, for sure. And we needed him to give us a chance to kind of settle into the game a little bit. It seemed like we were a little bit jittery. Just in terms of execution, missing some sticks and some passes that we could have executed a little bit better on, missing some nets in the offensive zone. But certainly he gave us that opportunity, and that's kind of the feel, and that's kind of our group, and that's what we've talked about. Is we've beaten a lot of good teams, and we've beaten them in different buildings, and not every game is the same, but you have to find a way to play your game and do it well for 60 minutes, and that's what I thought our guys did tonight.
How pleased were you with the play of your special teams tonight?
Well, yeah, giving up that first one was not ideal for sure, and they had a few good looks on that before they scored that, but that penalty kill at the end of the game is enormous, and to me, that's what's more important than numbers and anything in the playoffs is timing, and that power play goal that we got tonight, that kill, those were two obviously huge moments in the game.
Mike, the way the series he made there in the second period.
Yeah.
How much momentum can you guys build off of that?
Well, the fireworks were going off or whatever in the building, but so that was obviously when you're on the bench and your heart kind of sinks because you see the play develop and then you think it's in your net and you think you're going to be trailing and all of a sudden you're going down the other way on a rush. It's a big lift for your group. There's no question about that. Again, I think one thing that was very important for us tonight is we just kind of kept our heads and just kept putting our head down and going to work and pretty solid effort.
Pretty fortunate to be 1-1 after a period there. What'd you tell them after that?
Yeah, I would say that for sure we were very fortunate. Again, that's a compliment to Doobie, and we were kind of fortunate to capitalize on that really the first chance, almost first shot that we got. Obviously that was a great shot, but to go in 1-1 after a period like that, I think it's a confidence builder. And again, that's something we talked about. We just need to keep getting better as the game wore on, and I felt that we did that tonight.
Did you feel like you guys relaxed after the game was tonight? Knowing the way the series went with the team that scores first winning it, did you feel like you guys got a little more confidence after?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but we talked about more than anything kind of before the game is if they score first, if we score first, it can't change. Our game can't change, and I don't think that we did that very well in Game 4. But I think that tonight that was a big factor for us. Nobody got down. We didn't. You could have even been more down because we hadn't had a shot at that time. But again, we just put our head down. We kept working and kept getting to our game and getting better as the game wore on, and that was the key.
Considering the back and forth nature of the series, is that something that has to be applied now to Game 6?
Oh, Game 6 is obviously going to be a great challenge. I mean, we have not won anything yet. We don't. I think we're very aware that home ice has not been a huge advantage in this series, and so that's going to be a great challenge. Said this before. That's a proud group, and I know that there's a lot at stake for them. So we have to be aware of that, and we've got our own. We've got our own things to make sure that we're ready for here, and hopefully we said that we learned from it in Game 4. So now's our opportunity to prove it.
Mike, I know you're not surprised with the way Devin responded, but are you impressed with how well he responded from the get-go tonight?
Yeah, I wouldn't say surprised because, again, I've seen this and we've talked about this. He's had to respond at different times during the season. And, you look at how he was pretty successful during the season, not losing back-to-back games. And just, in kind of adverse situations, how he responded, that's his demeanor. He's a very confident, calm and cool and collected type of guy. That's you guys know from talking to him. I think that is what allows him to prepare, to be able to put the previous result behind him and get ready for the next one. And that's what we need as an entire team now.